This is my week 4 participation speech, and this week we will be talking about how to effectively reach our audience. I think that for reaching our audience, this is extremely important because right now everybody is trying to get their opinion across at all times because somebody has something to say at all times. Everybody has an opinion, but I think that if we really use the tools that we were provided this week, then people are going to be more apt into listening to what we have to say or what I might have to say as opposed to the guy next to me who might be screaming and shouting louder. So this week, I am going to be discussing our audience and how to reach them effectively, the proper outline formats that we need to be turning in for our speech, and Aristotle's three means of persuasion. I think that using Aristotle's three means of persuasion is really the key to reaching our audience and getting across your point again with what everyone is trying to say all at the same time, because using those means will be more effective than trying to be louder and brighter than the person standing next to you. First, I want to talk about your audience. When we talk about your audience, we are referring to their expectations of your speech. Is it going to be exciting? Is it going to be interesting? Are you going to offend me? Is it going to be something that I'm just going to totally check out of because I'm more interested on my Instagram feed than what you have to say? So it's really important to make sure that you are picking an appropriate thing to talk about. Make sure that you are adding in enough energy into your speeches because you want to make sure that you are reaching a broader audience when you are talking to your classmates or when you are speaking to a bigger audience. It's really important to make sure that you hit all of their needs as well as being able to convey whatever information that you need to put across to them. When we talk about our outline formats, there were very specific criteria that we needed to meet, specifically in the title page as well as providing references. When we speak about the title page, it needed to have a header, and then it also needed to just have the name of our speech, our name, and then Miracosta College, and that was it. And then as far as our references were concerned, we needed to have four. They were needed to be four different references. They needed to be cited alphabetically as well as included in our speech. So that was the only requirements as far as our outline goes. And then when I am referring to Aristotle's three means of persuasion, this is where the moneymaker really is. I am referring to logos, ethos, and pathos. When I talk about that, I'm talking about appealing to your reason logically. I'm talking about appealing to your character. I am also talking about appealing to your emotions. When I am referring to your appealing to your logic, I am talking about how can I say something or talk about something that makes sense? Like, can I apply this in my everyday life? When I'm talking about appealing to your character, I'm talking about appealing to your Jiminy Cricket, your conscience. Like, what I'm talking about, can I feasibly have this make sense to you in a way that is going to affect you in a emotional way that is going to say yes, this makes so much sense to me that my conscience and I are in agreement with what you're saying because it's the right thing to do. And lastly, When I talk about appealing to your emotions, I'm talking about you understanding that you know how to affect someone on a deeper level, that you can get them to react in such a way that they are pumped, excited, and ready to follow your frame of mind, your way of thinking, and saying, like, yes, I agree with what they're saying 100%, and they changed my mind, or they already agreed with you. They just are so 100% behind with what you're saying that they are ready to start a booth and get a petition, or etc., etc., like whatever it is that you just said, they want to go out and do that too. That is what Aristotle was referring to when he said the three means of persuasion. And I really feel like when we discuss that and we apply that to our speeches, it is a better way to effectively reach our audience and speak to them on a deeper level, so that way what you're trying to educate them with gets to them on a deeper level. So they are not only retaining the information that you're trying to give to them, but also they feel like they are a part of something, and that is bigger than anything that we could try and give them a pamphlet on. So this week we talked about our audience, the outline formats, as well as our Aristotle's three means of persuasion. And as I said before, I really think that Aristotle's three means of persuasion was very impactful to me, because it allowed me to understand that when you appeal to a person's logic, their emotions, and their character, you are not only giving them a wealth of information, but you're also giving them the greater gift of really wanting to be a part of something bigger than themselves. And I think that for our generation, for the younger generation, that's really what we're looking for, is to be a part of something that's bigger than us and to affect change. And I think that's better than anything that an iPhone could give us. So I'm 100% for that. And we need to do something that's bigger than ourselves, so that way our kids and the kids after that are better off for it. Thank you.